Hello and welcome to part 12 of my F1 2016 career mode. The tyre allocation is balanced potentially, and we've got an R&D event.
Okay, I've got something for you. The new parts have been fitted to the car. The simulation numbers are good, so look forward to your feedback. Check out the details.
Okay, so the new upgrade has arrived. And yeah, it's a German Grand Prix weekend this time. We're now back in third in the vehicle performance comparison order, but there's our progress history with the R&D. Looking pretty solid at the minute.
Welcome to Germany for today's qualifying session at the famous Hockenheim Ring.
Okay, for qualifying, I'm going to go out on a set of super soft tyres because, like I said in Hungary, I think I said it, but I do not want what happened in Britain in the race happening in this Grand Prix. So I'm going to go with what I did in Hungary, and we're going to start our flying lap, and we're going to absolutely fly through turn 1. Nail the braking for turn 2, hit the apex nicely, missed it slightly though. Wasn't the cleanest corner overtaken. We've gone purple by about 9/10 on the Sauber driver. On Lewis Hamilton we've gone half a second faster than the Mercedes driver, which is, this lap is insane. If it's 5/10 quicker than Lewis Hamilton. But I'm going to come through the last 2 corners. Good exit off of the final corner, run onto the curb slightly, and we're going to come across the line for provisional pole position.
You've just put in the fastest lap. Good job.
So we retired in that. We ended up getting second behind the Ferrari of Kimi Raikkonen. And Carlos Sainz was behind us. That's an amazing qualifying from the Toro Rosso driver. But we're going to go to the race.
Good afternoon and welcome to a place that is very special to us all in the Formula One community. It's the Hockenheim Ring, home of the German Grand Prix. Always good for a close scrap is Hockenheim. Think back to Alonso, Ricciardo, Vettel as recently as 2014, and I'm expecting some more strong racing today. We're racing in the Rhine Valley this weekend at the home of many of the sport's finest competitors. The 2.8-mile Hockenheim Ring requires precision through the technical stadium section and great raw speed down the long, flat-out curve towards the popular overtaking zone of the Turn 6 hairpin. Watch out for a lot of wheel-to-wheel action there today. And joining me on this journey today is Anthony Davidson. Now, Ant, it's the home race for Mercedes, so tell me from your perspective as a driver, does a team's attitude change for their home race? Obviously a home victory, particularly good marketing you'd think, play on the national pride side of things a bit, but do you see that all come through at all?
Not really, to be honest. I mean, you do get a bit of a pep talk, I suppose.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Kimi Raikkonen's perfect lap yesterday sees him start from pole position and a Haas alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Hamilton, Nico Rosberg and Vettel, Ricciardo, Verstappen, Grosjean and Felipe Massa, Hülkenberg, Button, Fernando Alonso and Palmer, Bottas, Kvyat, Kevin Magnussen and Sergio Perez, Haryanto and Nasser, Marcus Ericsson and Pascal Wehrlein complete.
Bit of a jumbled up top 3, but the strategy says 2 stops, super soft, soft, medium. But you joined us on the grid there, 4 lights, 5 lights. And away we go for the German Grand Prix. It's a fantastic start from us. Raikkonen bogged down a bit there, and we're going to fly through turn 1. And we're going to get that on the replay now. So we just simply reacted to the lights very well. Our reaction times were on point there. But I think that if we pull away and we could potentially make one more stop than everyone else and have fresh tyres towards the end and maybe attack Raikkonen if the gap isn't big enough. But We saw that one of the men has retired, and he's had a huge engine failure there. Absolutely yeah, it's pretty big actually, but coming onto the end, into the pits at the end of lap 6, we're going to brake safely there for the pit limiter. Didn't risk anything because we were out in front, so I didn't really want to risk anything. So I went safe with the cautious with the pit limiter. That could potentially cost us though if we don't pull out enough of a gap to make one extra stop if we need it, but almost didn't cross the white line, which is good. Valtteri Bottas is now out in front because he hasn't made his stop yet, so we're just going to go up the inside and we're going to do our tactic that normally runs the AI out of road. Don't know why they do it, because I turn in for the apex when I need to turn in for the apex, but they just decide to run off into the tarmac that's not on the racetrack. So we're going to come into the pits again at the end of lap 17 for a new set of soft tyres, and we're going to come in, well, we much more aggressive on the pit limit of that time because we braked a bit later than what we did for the first one, and we only just slowed down for the pit limiter, but we've come out in second place, so we're going to have to bolt on these super soft tyres and close our gap to Raikkonen, which we're going to see in a minute. Hit this apex nicely, and we're coming to the end of the first sector, and the gap is 7.6 seconds, I believe that says. So we had to bolt on those option tyres, and as you can see, we closed that gap immensely to Kimi Raikkonen there. Like, I mean, we caught pretty much 7 seconds as we set a purple lap, but at the end of lap 20 something, we're going to come into 24. I think it says 24, but we came in and we're going to fit a set of medium tyres, not softs, mediums, because I believe the mediums we can have more flexibility with how aggressive we can be in manoeuvres and stuff, like manoeuvres and overtaking. Right, so if we went on the soft, we could have potentially punctured our tyres. We could puncture our tyres if we went on the softs, but we went on the mediums, which was a safer option. And anyway, I wanted to run the mediums just in case that glitch from Silverstone occurred again. The gap's 1.7, but one of the McLarens had started slowing everything up. And it seems as though Jenson Button has got a spontaneous puncture, unless he got tangled up against in a collision or something. But he's going to hold up his teammate Fernando a lot there. And just another replay of how much the Jenson Button is holding up everybody. But he needs to get back to the pits and fit a new set of tyres. But we saw Valtteri Bottas retired from the race, so we went on the replay and he seems he's pile-drived into the back of the Renault there. The Renault's getting out of the way because he's being lapped. He swerved to the left and he's swerved to the right, and Valtteri Bottas is out because of a bit of stupendous driving from the Renault there. But the Renault continues on with his day, but we tried lapping the Renault after that and we just avoided him. In the replay it didn't show it's close, but Verstappen retired. Oh my god, that was a huge engine failure. Oh, that was massive, huge, enormous. But we come over the line after lap 34 to win the German Grand Prix.
Fantastic. You've won the Grand Prix.
A great win then for the Haas team today. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Well, I'd say it's
I
just
can
raw
promise
pace,
you the
plain and
next
simple.
race
I
is
mean,
so
you
much
could sit
more
and talk
exciting
about
than this.
strategy all day
Like, I mean,
and
it's
loads
probably
of
one of the
technique,
best races of the season
tired,
so far, the
but at
next
end of it
race.
all,
But
if you want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone else, and that's exactly what they have.
stay
today.
tuned for that episode.
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great
Two
effort from them
Ferraris made
today
it on the
in a
podium, but the
very
Haas
difficult race.
Haas driver stands on top of the podium, which is us there, spraying our champagne.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
My driver of the day, Crofty, was Danny Kvyat. Look at where he finished compared to where he started. That's a great effort.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their lead has taken a significant blow. Meanwhile, Toro Rosso's strong weekend allows them to continue their march up the table. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
Okay. Those are the championships, but we're going to come back to the resource points menu. Clean lap percentage was very high. I think we only exceeded the track limits once, and that was ever so slightly at turn 1. But it probably lost us time because going off the track actually slows you down. We're leading the rivalry. Team are extremely happy with us after that performance. Career score normal, but so I'll leave you to watching these menus here, and like if you want to see more. It really helps me out and lets me know if you want to see more. Subscribe to the channel if you want to join me on this journey to bring Haas to the front. There's our trophy room, and yeah, goodbye.